This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here with Levello Construction. Since 2022, this woman-owned company has been your best choice for professional exterior renovations from an experienced general contractor that you can trust. I'm joined here with the founder and CEO, Lee. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You're formally
Yes.
educated at Ball State University in risk management and insurance. You've held multiple licenses and have worked in the field as an adjuster, operations manager, and as a president as well as consultant before launching your own company. Share with me a little bit how this passion for construction began for you.
You know, a lot of my friends have said, and anyone who's really in construction will tell you that it's kind of an industry that you fall into.
Yeah.
You don't really think that you're going to be in construction. If you would have asked me, 15 years ago, or told me 15 years ago, Lee, you're going to own your own construction company, I would have thought you were crazy.
Yeah.
So it kind of started, with my background in insurance. I was an insurance nerd for a long time. And then really, through my passion of learning about construction, because I was on site as an adjuster, right? And so I would look at losses after a storm or after a water loss or something, fire, something like that. And I really liked how companies were building back the homes. And so through the years, it kind of evolved into working for multiple construction companies and really finding my passion of wanting to help people. I love construction, and I love making a home look beautiful from the outside, but it's really that helping people put their homes back to where they were that I really love.
That is exciting. Cool story. I mean, when it comes to businesses, we all have our favorites. I mean, favorite restaurant, favorite coffee shop, mechanic, you name it. In choosing a favorite in this industry, how important would you say is trust?
Oh, it's extremely important. Absolutely. I think what I do is I work on normally it's their biggest investment, right? So people have to trust me, and I work on the outside of their home, which is the waterproofing aspect, right? So they have to be able to have confidence in not only my ability, but my crew's ability too, to make sure that their home is watertight and that it's safe. And that's, I think, very important, trust and communication.
Definitely, we're talking about a big ticket item like that, something that's near and dear to our hearts, which is our
Absolutely.
home. The construction industry obviously is dominated by men. Would you say a woman-owned and operated company has to work just that much harder to compete and prove that this is a production at a higher level?
I used to think that, but I don't think that anymore. I think when I first started in the industry, I lacked that confidence and that knowledge. And as the years have gone by, I've really been in construction for 16 years now. So when I started the company in 2022, I already knew quite a bit about it. And so I find that it's a huge advantage to be a woman in this industry. When I get on somebody's property and I'm looking and assessing their damage or, just talking to them about their home renovations, they seem to trust me a little bit more because I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try and cheese them into something different. But I find that it's a huge advantage to be a woman in this industry.
I agree with your mindset, definitely so. I mean, you believe in production at a higher level, and you focus by giving your clients deliberate building solutions. How important is listening to the needs of your client to truly deliver satisfaction, and is that something do you enjoy that process?
I do. It's the funny thing is when I started my company, I had never had a sales position in my life. So as I started Levello, I had to do everything. I was by myself at that time. So I'm out selling, I'm out helping produce sometimes, helping build. And I found that listening to homeowners is extremely important because if you're not hearing what they want, you're not going to give them what they need. And here at Levello, we really believe in transparent communication, which is part of that production at a higher level. I'm not your typical construction company, and I don't want to be. I want to stand out and be different. And so our big focus is that production process, listening to a homeowner or a client and knowing what they need, and then also being on site. And if there's something that happens during day of build where a homeowner wants to tweak something, make a change, just being able to listen to them is super important to produce that construction at a higher level.
Interesting. I mean, like I say, you're a new company, but you've got
Yes.
16 plus years of experience, extensive expertise in planning, design, construction. You pride yourself on creating a seamless experience from the initial consultation all the way to the completion. Is communication and transparency vital for both?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because especially, we do a lot of insurance work in Denver, especially we had that crazy hailstorm, well, multiple crazy hailstorms last year, right? So for us, that production at a higher level is that transparent communication throughout that entire, what we call the Levello blueprint. It's from start to finish, right? So having the homeowner understand each step of the process, especially when you're dealing with insurance companies, you're dealing with mortgage companies, that process isn't easy. And even though I deal with it on a daily basis, and my background was insurance, so I know both sides of it very, very well, it's really important to walk that homeowner through those steps, because for them, this might be the one and only time that they've been doing this. They're investing a lot of money into their home, but I do it on a daily basis. So just making sure that they're comfortable and talking them through it, I find is just an amazing way to make sure that there's a good product at the end.
Definitely something they don't do every day.
No.
And your focus is on residential exterior systems. So let's just start from the top.
Yes.
Roofing. Why is it important for consumers out there to choose a local, trusted professional?
Wonderful.
I mean, you see a lot of fly-by-night out there.
Yes. Oh yeah, because we're not going anywhere, right? We know the local cities, we know the codes, and in Colorado it's different than other states because every city is a little bit different with what is needed in the code. We work in those areas on a daily basis. We're licensed in those areas as well, where some people who come in and what we call storm chase, they're not going to be there. They're here and then they're gone, but we're not going anywhere. So our warranty stands very true to the local people here.
Interesting. Hail, snow, wind, that can all wreak havoc on our roofs. Why is it important to get a full inspection when you suspect that maybe you have some damage? I mean, I imagine not all damage can be seen from the street level.
Correct. Yeah. So that's part of the job that I really, really love is getting out on site and actually looking at a home and assessing the damage. That part came from when I was an adjuster, and I really learned what does damage look like and what does hail or wind or ice, something like that, do to the exterior of a home. And what I love about my company and part of why I started it is we do the full exterior. We don't just look at the roof. We look at everything, but it starts with the roof, and I love getting up on there because if you've ever been on a roof, you could understand those views in Colorado on a roof are by far beautiful, especially in the fall, just the fall colors. But it's important to have your full exterior looked at because there are things that through my experience I can see with a fine-tooth comb, and I have an eye for it that maybe other people don't,
Yeah.
And so if we're out there, we actually do a 64-point checklist on a home when we look at it, and that's from the top down, roof, gutters, siding, and paint, and we look at everything just to make sure that we're taking care of customers.
Very comprehensive, obviously, and
Very.
you yourself, you've developed an eye, not only from the insurance side, but now from your side. That's definitely an advantage. Just knowing you have damage on really the single most important barrier that protects our biggest investment can be a bit overwhelming. What to do next? Should consumers call the insurance company or should they call you first?
So, mixed emotions on that for sure. I always tell homeowners that they should call us first so that they don't file an unnecessary claim. I'm going to tell you the truth no matter what. If I come out there and you have no damage, I'm going to tell you that because your home is in good shape. I want you to be comfortable with your biggest asset, to know that, hey, you're good. Your roof isn't going to leak. You have no damage, anything like that. But for me coming out there first, it's going to save homeowners from filing an unnecessary claim. So if they file a claim first and I go out there and there's no damage, now they have a claim on their file and we don't want that. So I think calling out a trusted contractor like myself is key. And a lot of insurance agents will tell you the same thing, to have us come out first.
I would agree with you. I think it's nice for the contractor to come out. You're kind of in my corner. I mean, the insurance company, they're definitely there to make sure they probably get away with a little here and there, but you're definitely going to come out and tell me if I truly have damage.
The right contractor will tell you if you have damage and how much, but the wrong one will just go out there.
Exactly. Knowing you have someone in your corner can be comforting, especially when dealing with insurance. Helping clients navigate the insurance restoration process. I mean, I imagine you can really provide some peace of mind for them as they're kind of blown away with all that.
It's a lot for people. Like I said earlier, sometimes people, this is the one time that they're going to file a claim, and it's to the outside, the exterior of their home, and that is intimidating. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of damage. And so, with my background in insurance, it's wonderful to have that knowledge and give people that peace of mind and tell them, hey, I'm going to look at this from kind of a former, I wouldn't say ex-adjuster, former adjuster's eye, and let you know this is kind of what we're looking at, this is wear and tear, and kind of give them an idea of what to expect through that process.
Interesting. Regardless if it is a roof repair or a full replacement, this is done by a team of certified roofing installers. Is the install just as important as the quality roofing products that you choose, would you say?
I would say it's just as important, absolutely. And I love my crews. Being in the industry for so long, over half of my crews I've known for 10 plus years. So I've watched their kids grow up and they've watched me grow up, and it was really amazing when I started my own company, because some of them called me and said, hey Lee, I want to work for you. Do you have work for me? And I just love them so much. I think that they are crucial to a construction company, and I treat them like family and vice versa, right? And so I think having a good product and a good quality of product is very important, but also the install is just as important, because you want that warranty. You want to know that you have a quality product and install to make sure that your roof isn't going to leak. You don't want that later on.
So obviously you trust your installers, they're going to trust them as well.
Absolutely.
You also use the highest quality roofing products for extended life and a great warranty. We're talking from asphalt shingles to metal, concrete, or even clay. It seems there are many options to choose from anymore when it comes to roofing.
There are. Yeah, absolutely. I think the majority here in Colorado is asphalt, kind of in the Front Range is asphalt. Nowadays, people are getting impact-resistant shingles, and that helps. We get so much hail, and the smaller hail, it really helps with that too. And kind of in the foothills and into the mountains, more metal is kind of popular there, just because of ice and snow and things like that. But yeah.
Definitely some beautiful choices regardless of what you choose.
Oh, I know. Absolutely. Yeah.
Exciting. Although our roofs receive the biggest hit really here in Colorado weather, is siding an important service you provide that really can provide the curb appeal that not only looks great, but really also increases the value of our home.
Absolutely. And, there's so many different products to choose from, and especially in Colorado, a lot of people have vinyl, a lot of people use kind of a hardboard, or LP Smart Side is kind of my favorite because it's made, not to geek out or anything, but it's made out of aspen trees, and I think that that's fantastic. Wow. But I think, I love a project that is kind of full exterior siding replacement and roof, because we can revamp that home. We can make it more modern. We can change the color and the look of it. And that's what I love. When somebody drives down the street and they pull in their driveway and they just love their home, that's what I like.
That's what you like. Like you said at the beginning, you're there for people. You're there to get them to restore their home to something they can be proud of and they love. Lee, you began this company with a passion for the construction industry and a desire to assist clients with your forward-thinking strategies and a precise eye for really fine details in this industry. Is this rewarding work for you?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I love my life right now. I love my job. I call it a job, but it's not a job, I love going to work every day. I, started the company by myself in 2022, and I have 2 full-time staff members now, so I'm growing, and I'm able to provide them with a livelihood, which is really rewarding as well. So as I grow, I can impact more people in that way. And then, oh gosh, I love being on site, and I love being at the house on day of build, because I see the transformation of it, and I also can give the homeowner peace of mind with them knowing Lee is there from start to finish. This is who my contact is, and I have fun with my crew. All around, I love the construction industry. I'm very passionate about it, as I'm sure you are somewhat aware. But I absolutely love what I do. I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Exciting. You obviously love being on the ground with your clients, but you like being up on the
I do.
rooftops looking at the Colorado views
I
that not a
do.
lot of people get to see. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, see all the services they provide. We're talking roofing, siding, gutters, they do it all. Whether you're wanting to renovate the exterior of your home or revive it from some storm damage, reach out today for a free quote. Once again, that is Levello Construction, Denver's favorite general contractor. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.